my redhead mess bed, tear shed, queen bee must squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. Tear shed, queen bee must squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hells, bells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It didn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shirt like me on a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. Do you have family out of state? Do you mind me asking where?
Chicago.
Chicago. I love Chicago. Okay, so I have a car out there. I want you to drive to Chicago, and I need you to stay there for about a year.
Hi there, my name is Tom Chick. You're watching the Quarter to 3 live stream of something I'm going to try. We'll see how this works out. I do this on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific, which you may know if you're here watching. And what I'd like to do is have an ongoing game of this Star Traders Frontiers going, which we started previously. So I've made some progress here. I think I even played a little bit after we live streamed it. But what I want to do now is just occasionally revisit this and play this as more of a narrative kind of experience rather than just a strategy game, which is this is like a strategy game slash RPG. It's one of those fly, fight, trade space games. So what we're going to do, what I've done a little bit, is the first thing we need for any space opera is a recognizable crew. So I've already started on this. I haven't finished it yet. I, of course, will be your captain. This is the stateliest looking thing I could do. Sometimes if I don't shave for a while, I look a little bit like that. Or at least I could maybe get one of those mustaches going. I don't quite have that much hair. And that guy's a little darker than me. But you know what? We're going with that. Everything else is just kind of rolled up. So there's only one woman who regularly watches the live stream. So what I did for the female characters is I just went through and I was like, okay, what famous person does this look like? Now, Christy Gaines, I don't know if that's what she looks like, but she will be our quartermaster. Now, these are our officers, these first 5. Actually, I guess I'm the captain. There's 4 officers. Marketson will be our doctor. Again, that's not quite what... you know what? That could go... Marketson could pass for that. If he had that on a driver's license, he could buy some beer. The Lord King of South Carolina, I don't know if he wears a top knot like that. If so, I'm laughing at him. He'll be our engineer, our Scotty. Hazy Silhouette will be our Exo Scout. And Exo Scout, now what we are in this playthrough is this character is an explorer. We're a member of House Zenrin, I think is the name of it. Can I mouse over and find out? Well, this is our banner. And they're aren't they kind of like psychic? Like the Bene Gesserit? I don't know. But at any rate, we're a member there, but we're going to role play that our whole deal is we just want to explore. And we want to find like alien artifacts and get rich and, advance knowledge throughout the universe and all that stuff as well through finding alien artifacts. So that is my captain's agenda. That is my agenda, and I'm dragging you guys along with me because I'm in charge. You signed up for it. So Hazy Silhouette, the Exo Scout is a class of character uniquely suited to exploration. And because our main contact, our sort of patron, a guy named Yagan something, we'll talk to him in a minute, but our main patron is also an explorer. He unlocked for us the ability to recruit Exo Scouts. So Hazy Silhouette is one of those. As I mentioned, Christy Gaines is our quartermaster. I thought this sort of looked like Brie Larson. So a crew dog is just a generic, we've got 3 of these, just a generic guy who gets run around doing different things. Like they're jacks of all trades. Now let's go ahead and we've got other people we need to get. Okay, so Fred Uwe. I don't know let's just start at the bottom. So Richard Holt, by the way, he's our swordsman. Fred Uwe, let's make you, how do you feel about, Fred Uwe, you're going to be a pilot. So one of our pilots will be Fred Uwe. Now these names will actually come into play. Now the officers, of course, are going to be featured more prominently when we have ground combat. These soldiers will be featured more prominently, but other people will come into play, and you'll see. All right, so scrolling down, we of course have Alex Chapman. Let's make Alex Chapman our pistolier, because I can see him being a sort of a dashing English fellow with a pistol. Now, I hope nobody minds me using their real names. I will only use what you appear as in the chat. So I hope this is okay with everyone. Let's see, Vinwraith, of course. Vinwraith will be our other soldier. Is that a sniper rifle? No, it's just a submachine gun. One of the things that our ship is equipped with is an advanced weapons locker. I say advanced, it's a second level weapons locker. So if you look at the equipment we've got, they're slightly better than the starting equipment. Oh, light machine gun, yeah, okay, is that like a submachine gun? Like, do they know what LMG means? I think they might be confusing it with a submachine gun. Because the light machine gun would be a super hard-hitting weapon that's used to just spit a lot of lead, mainly for suppression. This does not seem to be a light machine gun, but whatever. It's our basic best rifle. I wonder, should I make one of you guys... Well, we'll look at this later. Let's just get some names down there. I might want to give one of you a shotgun. All right, scrolling down for the folks who showed up early. We then have... Oh, Mike Oberly, by the way, yeah. Mike Oberly, you are in Twitch. Let's give... Mike Oberly, how do you feel about being a soldier? Is that a sniper rifle? Yes, Mike Oberly, you are our sniper. Okay. I promise once these names get doled out, actual things will happen. They might not be the exciting things that you normally see in a video game, but things will happen. There will be day-to-day life, and you guys will be involved. Yeah, because of blue hair. Didn't Mary Elizabeth Winstead have like blue hair in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World or something? Michelle Yeoh is one of our pilots. Oops, what happened here? Man, what a great name, though. Stomp Claridge. What is she? Is one of our pilots as well. I'm actually just going to turn her into a dude. And one of our other pilots then, scrolling on down. We have Lord Kosk, we have Mike Oberly and Twitch. Alright, so going back up to YouTube, we have Eric Geithner. Eric Geithner, let's make Eric Geithner a gunner. Argent Gurthorn, that's a cool name. Not as cool as Stomp Claridge. So Eric Geithner, You get to man our. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of guns on this ship. This ship is a Paladin class ship. It's named the Quarter to Three, of course. It is kitted out for long range encounters because mainly what we want to do is be able to run away. We're not in space for toe to toe fights. This dude's name is Kathleen. It's like a boy named Sue. All right, Daniel Stein. Let's just start at the top and work our way down. Daniel Stein, I don't want to make anyone a crew dog. How about an E-Tech? Daniel Stein, you were an E-Tech. They do things like defenses during space battles and that sort of thing. So let's see. I always get confused. I before E except after. Is it this? Where is? No, shoot, it scrolled up. Okay. It's IE, right? I always get confused with this. Daniel EI. See, I wasn't even close. I'm glad I looked it up. Yeah, that doesn't even look right. See, I could have known if I just typed it out and done it wrong, and then I would have realized that looks wrong. All right, working our way to Warren Lederhose. Oh, crew dog. Again, don't want to make anyone a crew dog. Maybe some folks who show up late can be crew dogs. Another E. Wow. Sander Flauder. Another E-Tech. Joel Howe. You get to be an E-Tech. And by the way, if this is what you do in real life, like you're in IT, I'm sorry, but now you get to do IT in space. Because that is the background that a lot of us come from, isn't it? Joel Howe, and then we have a cute little Amelia Clark. Jira! If you listen to the Quarter 3 podcast, she's also Jira. Rowan, now here we go. This is easily the best name that was randomly generated in this game. Rowan Strongblood. Whoa. Tony Tusha, you get to be an Exoscout. Now, Exoscouts, well, let me check out what they're good at in a minute. I know they can go down into battle. They're partly good for that, but they also help us do the little exploration mini game. So Tony Tusha is an Exoscout. All right, scrolling down, who else do we have here? That might be, Tom MC. There we go. And then otherwise, we're going to have to come up with some other names. Tom MC, again, don't want to make anyone a crew dog. Tom MC, you're a gunner. And Tom MC, check out those bitchin' sideburns. Nice. Man, I wish I could do sideburns. All right, so I think that's it for folks who are currently in the live stream. So we've kind of take up some slack here. Let's, if you are on Quarter to Three, the forum, and if you participate in the message boards, okay, we'll just make these guys, because these guys I never see them in the stream, so they won't care. They won't even know. This fellow, there's a guy who I really like. He's in the politics and religion forum, mainly, named Timex. I really enjoy his posts. He's pretty well read. So he'll be a crew dog. Let's see, who else can we make a crew dog? Oh, you know what we got to do? Of course, McMaster's not here, but we got to, yeah, of course, we have to get Nick Diamond in here as well. Nick Diamond seems like a navigator. Oh, no, let's see, do we have a navigator space open? You know what? Nick Diamond's going to be a mechanic. Is that a capital K? Hold on. Nick, there we go. All right, we've got 30 people on this ship, so we've only got a few more to go. Bear with me. Working our way over here. Oh, so McMaster. Is there anything that we can put McMaster on the front lines? Is there a space janitor? You know what? No, we don't want to make him a crew dog. All right, McMaster's also a gunner. McMaster's got face tats. McMaster, why did you do that to your face? He's probably playing Borderlands 3 in his live stream right now or something. Who could blame him? All right. Only a few more to go, and then things will actually happen, I promise. Sorry, I had to take a sip of espresso. Amelia Clark, Joel Howe, Daniel Stein. Okay. So, oh yeah, we've just got our crew dogs now. All right, so we need one more crew dog name. Who's someone? Let's see. Oh yeah, of course. Mono. Wait, right? Is he just Mono in the? I think I'll do this. Again, I don't want to out anyone's real name. Oh, Josh Marshall. Yeah, Joshua Marshall. Haha, you're going to have to get your full name in there. So, sorry, you're a crew dog. Crew dogs can make things happen still. Ah, there. Curzane. Oh, right. We need Curzane in here. Excuse me. Oh, we still have our Stomp Claridge. Curzane gets to be. I thought I changed that. Did I change someone's name? Oh, and Bruce. Brewski, of course. Of course. You people who don't use capital letters at the beginning of your names, sorry, I'm not going to honor that. I believe the capital letter has a place that should be respected and used consistently. All right, so we're going to have to make Bruce Garrick this navigator. We're going to change this navigator to a dude. And actually, he goes, you know what? Everybody knows Space Rumsfeld is Bruce Garrick, right? That won't be weird to actually use his name. And actually, maybe, you know what? Maybe he's not even, yeah, we don't know. I'm just going to use his name. So there, we don't know if he's in the live stream or even on the forum. Who knows? All right, did I skip anyone else? Josh Marshall. Yeah, we can, we can out his name because he uses it. Oh, left empty. Oh my gosh. Did I forget? Ah, I meant to actually make you an officer. All right, so left empty. Who do we have here? An E-Tech, maybe another gunner. Left empty, we'll make you. You know, Megan Fox is silly. Who wants that? The only reason I have that, there was a piece in the was it? Can't be right. Not the it was a Washington Post or Variety. It was some respectable outlet. Uh, for the 10-year, it must have been Variety, for the 10-year anniversary of the movie Jennifer's Body, which I really like, and it claimed that Jennifer's Body didn't do well commercially, which is true, but it also claimed that it has since become a cult hit, which I didn't realize that. I always thought it was underappreciated. But so, of course, I saw some woman with blue eyes and black hair, and I was like, oh yeah, Megan Fox. But this will be left empty. Oh, poor Dave. Who's Dave? Are we leaving someone out? Okay, so turn that into a dude. And I can't believe I forgot your name. I was almost sure I gave someone your name. That might be one of those where I forgot to hit return. All right, so are we all? There's no romancing on this spaceship. This is not the. Oh, left empty is Dave. I didn't realize that. Okay. You know what? I probably did realize that and just forgot. Um, yeah, the crew can't be traitors. There will be no romancing. This is not the. What's the name of the dopey ship in Mass Effect? Can't believe I can't remember this. One of you guys. Oh, the Normandy, right? Isn't it the Normandy? Why would it be named the Normandy? Is there a Guadalcanal as well? All right. So there are mutinies, by the way. Wait, wait a minute. Still a Bacal. Hold on, we got another spot here. Let's give. All right, and this is a gunner. I'm surely missing someone, right? The minnow, please. Who's someone that normally shows up that might not be here right now? There's a fellow named. Well, no, I don't want to use names that aren't here. Okay, so we're gonna have to think of someone on the forum. I don't think he would mind us using his name. Oops. Oh, that's what happens. I try to back up. Alright, so, although I feel like he should be like an E-Tech. There we go. And of course, Clay Heaton is pretty instrumental for keeping the forum running. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this isn't a person. Jeffrey Annan. Oh, James Miller, of course. Thank you. Yes, James Miller. Absolutely. James Miller. Alright, James Miller is also one of our gunners. Markinson, we have you down as a doctor. Yeah, Richard Holt is on the front lines, actually. Richard Holt is our swordsman, also known as the guy most known as the guy most likely to get killed in a fight. Now, the difficulty we're playing on, Richard Fogey, yes, thank you. The difficulty we're playing on, the captain can't die. It's actually called challenging, and we get an experience point boost. We get a reward boost because we're playing on the harder difficulty level. The captain can't die, so I'm immortal. So there's actually, I don't know what the end game state will be here. That's one of the issues, not issues, it's one of the features of Star Traders Frontiers. There are storylines that you can resolve, but you can just play the game as long as you want. unless you have a situation where your captain can die, which on the challenging mode, which is what you need to unlock for some of the unlockables, I can never die. You guys, however, you guys can die. Uh, and when you die in the game, you at this difficulty level, you get your resilience is your saving throw against death. You'll be out of the combat, but if you make your resilience roll, which is greatly boosted and challenging, you just go back to the ship in the meds bay and you're injured. More likely is your morale will drop and you will bail. So if yeah, Crazy Croc. Oh, okay. So we got to get Richard Fogey and Crazy Croc in here. We're gonna have to boot some celebrities, which you know what is fine with me. Emilia Clarke is not that great in that. I only picked that because like cute little uncertain looking blonde woman. Like Brie Larson, she is awesome. I love Brie Larson as an actress. She's fantastic. So we want her to stick with us if we can. So this will be a dude. This will be Richard Fogey. Oops. Ah, I do suck at typing, but this is particularly sensitive here. All right, and then Crazy Croc, whose name is never mind. Okay, and let's boot the next celebrity. Uh, mm, let's see. If we had to let Mary Elizabeth Winstead will have to go. Michelle Yeoh, Ruth Negga, Brie Larson, they're all awesome. So Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who's also pretty cool, by the way. Have you guys seen a movie called Faults that her husband directed? She's great in it. Uh, oh right, we should have Dingus on board. All right. Well, this is actually mainly for the folks who, he does some weird. I think it's like that. This is mainly for the folks who might show up, who on the live stream. But yeah, if we start going with like my friends or podcasters and stuff, that could get out of hand. All right, so I think this is it. Greg Ambrose. We got to get Greg Ambrose in here. All right, Greg Ambrose, you are going to be. I hate to make, but Crew Dog is just such a boring role. Greg Ambrose, you're going to be one of our navigators. Greg Ambrose, navigator. And you guys will note, by the way, you've all got some levels under your belt. Now, here's the deal. Here's our ship, the Quarter to Three. It is a Paladin class. I think it's a cruiser. Based on the number of crew members we have, the stats of the ship, how well it performs in space, are basically pilot, ship ops, gunnery, electronics, and navigation. You will note that we are so well staffed, and this is partly a matter of how many people we have, but also a matter of how skilled they are, that we are super like we're really accomplished in each of these fields. You want these high, of course, but once like we're maxed out at navigation. You guys heard my navigators are really good. At a certain point, we need a bigger ship, or we need to make room for more crew members. Actually, no, not more crew members. We could make room for fewer crew members, but what we're mainly looking for is a bigger ship soon. Because right now, this is just overkill. We're just so good at stuff. Fredui ordered cartographers because of me. Fredui, I hope you enjoy it. I think we played last night, and I think we concluded that you don't need, but I think we concluded that we're going to get colored pencils for it. How silly is that? All right, so this is the Quarter to Three. You guys are my crew. Somebody can level up. Let's see who that is. Which one of you has a skill point to spend? Marketson, our doctor. All right. So our doctor hit level 10. We're going to try. These are the skills he's currently got: assisted care, medical staff, healer's intuition, and generous in service. He now gets one more. Now, sorry, right. He's leveling up his class. So an officer can have 3 classes. So right now we're going to keep Marketson at doctor. Once you get to I think level 12, there's some really badass skills you can unlock. Later, you can start folding in multiple classes, but Marketson just became a 10th level doctor. Grats, Marketson. All right, so that is our crew. Let me show you our current situation, and then things are going to happen. So we are at this place. We're at a refinery right now, and the reason we're here is this is that Javant? No, Devoltos. She is a smuggler princess. She is a contact that we recently uncovered. She can give us missions. Uh, However, we have no reputation with her, and furthermore, she's not really in good with her clan, House Devoltos. If we do missions for her, that will help her. But I'm not really sure this is worth our time. Actually, let's just go ahead and see what kind of mission she has for us. I think we can, yeah, we can call up one of them. So we don't know everything about her. She's got an unknown trait that'll give us these missions. She's in a spy war with, I think that's House Maklumnu, something like that. Decrease the influence. So her enemy is this princess. So we can take a mission. Let's just see what she offers us for this. So to stockpile, she wants us to basically fly spice. Wait, cheap raw spice. Okay. So she wants us to send a bunch of spice to a stockpile and stash it in the wilderness. So basically, I'm not too concerned. And that's in Kyle Reach, which is, we're currently in a place called Ironforge Abyss. Kyle Reach is not the direction we're going. So we could get that later. When does it expire? I guess it doesn't expire. Oh, no, 48 weeks, yeah. So, okay, well, we're not going to do that. So at any rate, that's the reason that we're here. But since coming here, we've got other things to do. What else would she do for us? Yeah, if we were going to trade, this would be nice. We don't really care about becoming more powerful with the Devoltos house. That's not our deal. This kind of fuel, big deal. All right, she's not that big a deal. I mean, I think we just stopped to say hi. But here's what we got going. Let me show you our current missions, because they're both in the same place. Missions are X. Why would I not remember that? Both of these missions are in the Sween Belt. Let me just show you here. Here is Ironforge Abyss. Here is the Sween Belt. Which looks like a mining system, basically. We have two missions here. Here's where we are, Ironforge Abyss. So we're going to fly here and do these two missions. What are the missions? Glad you asked. One of them is to deliver frozen food to a stash site, like the thing the princess wanted us to do. Our main patron, Jagan Visa, whatever, Visa, wants us to stash 36 units of frozen food. So at a place called, where is it? Bosanyi Islands, the wilderness. So we've got to fly frozen food there. In order to get it, we've still got to find some. We've bought frozen food at the system we're at. I think that might be why we're here, actually. But we can't carry enough. Actually, can we? You know what? I got to go check my frozen food. And then the other thing we have to do is smuggle out a contact. Let's see. So an inactive. So there's a sleeper agent in a place called Thesis Hold. We need to reactivate that person and fly her to another world. Okay, so we're going to go pick up a sleeper agent and then take her where she needs to go. It's going to involve some stealth. So we need 36 units of frozen food. And the thing here, they're selling it here. How can I tell how many units they have? Because we have some stuff. Let's see. We could make room by selling this junk at a terrible price. And we're actually doing okay with money, so I don't really care about this. I'm just going to sell all of this just to make space. And then we're going to fill this up with frozen food, right? I think it might be infinite, but the price changes as you buy it. So wait, we've got, how much do we have in our hold? Wait, hold on. We've got 14, so 36, so we need 22. So let's go buy frozen food, 22. All right, this will, there we go. Let me just verify that that did as I expected. Yeah, so we've got our 36 units of frozen food. I kind of just want to unload this stuff because $13, please. I don't even care about that. There we go. And then while we're here, should we do any trading? Carbonite crystals are going at a good price, but I think I kind of don't care. So let's actually fly the frozen food where it needs to go. And pick up this sleeper agent. So here we go. We are about to depart this refinery. Why are they selling frozen food at a refinery? Let's go ahead and tank up, top off the tanks. 2 of you are injured. Alex Chapman. Oh, geez, Alex Chapman, look at you. Yeah, so I think Alex Chapman was just in a terrible combat. Now, here's the problem with healing Alex Chapman. It's going to take us 3 weeks. We're going to sit here at this refinery for 3 weeks while Alex Chapman rests in bed. Nope, we're not going to do that. And by the way, Chris Markinson's assisted care talent gives us a discount. So Alex Chapman, we have a medical bay. Rather than us sitting on this boring ass refinery waiting 3 weeks for you to get better, you are going to have to hang out in the medical bay. You will slowly heal up, but we just don't have 3 weeks to spare. And we just have to be careful not to send you into combat before you've healed up. So Alex Chapman, what if we were his Crazy Croc? That'll only take hours. So let's go ahead and get him his 4 hit points. You know what? We're not even going to pay for that. He can walk it off. All right, so where do we need to go? Here's the system. Here is the gate to, no, that's to Kyle Reach. Why do we have that selected? That's to Dax Drift or Sween Belt. There we go. All right, so, oh, good Lord. Right out of the bat. Okay, before anything else, so here we go. It is a Devoltos Syndicate military officer. How do we feel about them? Our reputation, we're known as a collaborator. Okay, so basically neutral. So this military officer, they initially are hostile. They're prepared to attack. We are going to just let them inspect our cargo hold. We don't have anything illegal. We just got frozen food. Alex Chapman, go on without me. The mission's the most important. All right, we're just going to submit to an inspection. They will board and search our ship. They can loot our cargo and take any... We're not going to loot our car. Like, they're not going to loot frozen food. We have permits for the frozen food, right? Hold on a second. They better not take our frozen food. I mean, if they do, we'll just turn around and buy more. And actually, let me just see. What if we wanted to fight them? Yeah, they outclass us in everything except defenses. They're faster than us. They have more firepower. They will kick our ass in boarding. I don't know about kick our ass, but they have the advantage in all of these things. We are more agile at short range. So we don't want to fight these guys. So, I mean, don't steal our frozen foods, dude. It's legal. Captain is elected to surrender. We'll depart. The enemy searched and found nothing. Right. Okay, good. So that was just for illegal stuff. We had the permits for frozen food. All right, that's a little scary. But did we get XP? Yeah. Look, we got 30 XP. Oh, we lost morale. Really? You guys are bummed out that that we didn't fight a ship more powerful than us. You guys are the worst. So we can now see, by the way. See, look at these little notches in morale. So who is particularly bummed out? Christy Gaines did not like that one little bit. Why not? This doesn't say here. Doesn't tell the whole story. Who else we bummed out? Right, oh, look at Fred Uwe. Super bummed out that we let them search us. Fred Uwe, get over yourself. It's the law. All right. What else happened here, by the way? There's some leveling up. Pumped 56 water fuel into the ship's tank. Okay, so that was just loading up on fuel. We avoided violence. What happened there? So, yeah, so there was just some of you wanted to fight each other. Whatever. Let's keep flying. All right, we had a leak. Sealed compartment. There was leaking. Brie Larson fixed it. She successfully made a check. So, you guys look to Brie Larson now. All right, our void engine protection. The engines in this game, they are void engines. And I guess the idea is like nuclear shielding or whatever. They're dangerous to operate. The particular engine we've got, it's just the very basic engine, operates at 70% safety. And sometimes that safety, like we fail a check. So what happened here is our protection circuits got overloaded and we failed an electronics check. Whose fault was that? Well, all of you guys in electronics. Let's see who to blame. Sort by job. Our E-techs who failed us, Daniel Stein, Joel Howe, and Richard Fogey, did not correctly shield us from the protection circuits. They didn't fix the protection circuits for the Void Engine very well, and as a result, you know what happened? A little bit of morale loss, and somebody got hurt. And some of our stuff broke, and we burned fuel. What got broke? Nothing significantly. It looks like maybe this. Oh, no, here we go. Yeah, one of the officer cabins now has like a nasty stain on the ceiling that's leaking. Nice work. Wait, and why am I going to Kyle? Did I give us the wrong directions? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. We are at Ironforge Abyss trying to get to Sween Belt. Oh, we're at it. Wait, aren't we? No. Yeah, there it is. All right, we're there. All right, we had arrived. All right, now here's another tricky thing. Yeah, Richard Fogey was not on deck, so. All right, so we're about to do a hyperwarp jump. Our navigator's here. We're going to see how we fare. It's going to use 22 fuel, and that's a facet of the hyper jump engine that we've got. It always uses 22 fuel. This is a pretty safe jump. It's going to take us 5 days. Let's see how it goes. Fred Uwe reduced our fuel cost because he found a swift route for us. So instead of taking 22 fuel, it only took 16 fuel. Well done, Fred Uwe. Everyone give Fred Uwe. Fred Uwe gets an extra ration during dinner. You know what? He gets an extra scoop of ice cream. All right, so here we are at Sween Belt. We can see, if we just look around, there's a couple things we can do. Here is one of our mission icons. And then the other one is down here. So we could just plot a waypoint by right-clicking. We can also, we're going to do this real quick. We're going to just take a look at where we are. Let's see, that's Fred Uwe's job, yeah. So here's the system atlas, and this is some of the things that I didn't realize last time we played. The Tracy brothers have just done some amazing work with this. So I'm just going to filter this, and this is one of the new things. You can filter a range of jumps. So I'm just going to make it the local system, which is the default. And we can also sort by distance, which I think is also the default. These are the different, this is like the name of the planet, and then these are the sites on the planet. So right away, oh, man, why is this even a mining system? So this is a weird system. It's full of wilderness with some orbital stations. And it has one place here, Morovia Gate, a tiny desert world. We haven't been there yet. It's House Thulin. I think we're okay with them. Otherwise, everything's an orbital station. So there's basically, we've made no footprint on the planets in this system. So here's the Bosani Islands, which is where we need to deposit the frozen food. And then here on this orbital station, it's an Alta Mesa orbital station. I think they minorly, actually they don't like us to the degree they won't let us use their repair facilities. So, and then we have to go to Godus Haven to pick up our contact. Oh, and it's even telling us what the mission is right down here. So I don't think we're going to be able to find a place. Oh, we don't need to buy frozen food. What am I even worrying about that for? And I actually haven't visited any of these places, have I? Yeah, we've never been here. All right. So one thing that might help us is to do just some general recon. So on the way, we'll just sort of peek around. There's a lot of wilderness here, and because we're explorers, that's kind of good. Let's just swing by this one. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, so this is the place that, orbital station. Yeah, let's just drop by here. This seems to be the only place where people have actually settled on a planet. So it's a population center for House Thulin. Alright, wait, what's happening? Hold on. Okay. Here's where Fred, a lot has happened since we arrived. Hold on one second, I gotta take a drink. Wait. Then I had to cough. Sorry you guys missed that. Little outbreak of violence was avoided. That's generally a quartermaster thing. Operational drills uncovered training issues. That was basically a tactics role. And all of these roles are these skills here, which are a composite of all of our different crew members and officers' skills. So one of the things I could do is, let's see, oh, down here, right? No, not by traits. All right, we could sort by, wait, is this? All right, well, there's ways I can run filters to reprimand specific people for some of these. Here we go, an accident in the void engine. Who screwed this up? Yeah, so a ship ops test failed. Certain people will get called out. So here you go, someone extinguished a fire. That was ship ops as well. Ship ops success as well. All right, so no specific person getting called out here. Navigation success. All of our navigators did well. Is that a filter? Like, what if I just wanted to look at all my navigators? It's not a filter, but it's sorting. It's a sorting way. So, like, for instance, all of our navigators. Greg Ambrose. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we have 3 navigators. Left empty, Bruce Garrick and Greg Ambrose. Acquitted themselves nicely in terms of this asteroid belt. All right, we're continuing on. Officers prevented a fight. Come on, you guys, settle down. Uh-oh, the void. Well, and now a pirate. So let's see, what is this house? House Thulin. Okay, and I don't think it matters if they like us. Our reputation. Yeah, we're in good with House Thulin, but this is a pirate, so it probably won't matter. And we might have to fight. Their attack accuracy outclasses us. They are more nimble and faster than us. We outclass their defenses and our range. Okay, so I think we're just going to have to run from these guys. It's a light bow raptor. Has fewer hit points than us. Alex Chapman is healed up to 47 hit points in case there's a boarding action. Bruce Garrick and Crazy Croc seriously demoralized. Seriously enough to show up in the crew injury report. Who is this? We're carrying someone. Oh, is this for our mission? Okay, I think it is. All right, so acknowledge. We'll acknowledge. Oh, it's a friendly ship. Okay, yeah, they're okay with us. So never mind. We don't have to fight them. All right, so we just said hi. No big deal. Avoiding more asteroids. Nicely done, navigators. Treated a crew injured in the airlock. Marketson, who's our only doctor. Someone got hurt in the airlock. Marketson treated him. All right, so here's this little planet. Morovia Gate on the planet of Bomia Landing. We've got some services here. Let's see, what can we tell about it? Its economy, these bars all seem awfully full. Yeah, strong economy, a large city, great starport. By the way, we'll look at ships in a minute. Strong military. See, this looks like gout to me, but it says government. Surveillance state government, plenty of spice, restrictive trade law, so don't try to do black market stuff here. All right, when we landed, a bunch of stuff happened. Left empty used the orderly drop skill that he's got to where our landing only took 1 fuel. I think it normally takes 2. So basically cut the fuel cost in half. What? Bruce Garrick left and did not return because his morale was so low. Well, there we go. Nice work, Bruce Garrick. And we had some damage on components because remember, you guys couldn't shield us. I think, what was it? Who was it? Richard Fogey and some others couldn't shield us from the void engine. So one of the officers' quarters took damage. That got repaired because the Lord King of South Carolina has an ability called port maintenance. Every time we land, he can fix something. 0-0. All right. So 0-0 will be, oh, Azul, I think you were here first. Izul. So Izul, you are going to be our replacement for Bruce Garrick. We have room for a crew member. All right, and while we're here, actually, so let's see. If we go to hire crew, that's the Spice Hall, right? Hey, what is this? Man, I just haven't. Either that's new or I've just played this game forever and never even saw that was here. So it is the year 215. Basically, the game starts at year 200. We're 5 years into this, and it's the 21st week out of a 52-week year. So these are the most recent. As the court rules against Valencia Fine and A10 Char. Okay, so this is just. Oh yeah, this is us, right? So this happened 10 weeks ago. We are now in our house is in a duel of assassins conflict with Syndicate Reichardt. So they hate us. They loathe us. They will be super aggro on sight. Real quick, let's just see if they're here in this system. And I could filter it, but here's what we could do. Filter by. Wait, which is the Is that Riker? Yeah, filter by that, and we can see it's empty, so there's none of them here. So we don't have to worry about them in this system. All right, so, oh, here we go, recruit Doi. So we need one crew member. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, oh, shoot, it even shows this. I like this. So we are lowest on electronics. So let's see if we can get someone who can help us with electronics. And I don't really see any E-techs here. So a mechanic adds electronics. Who else? Although, you know what? I feel like because Alex Chapman gets hurt, we need a swordsman for when one of our swordsmen is hurt. We've got lots of people who use ranged weapons. But then the problem is Alex Chapman, because he's up there drawing aggro and tanking, he gets hurt, and we can't, if another battle happens, which can happen during exploration, a couple of battles in succession, suddenly Alex Chapman either gets himself killed or he can't tank for us anymore. So I think we're going to take another swordsman on board. So we are recruiting a swordsman, and real quick, let's go name this swordsman. I could organize. Here we go, Margaret Gockel. That's an awkward name. Level 2. Yikes. All right, so Azul, and I actually don't know Azul if you are a dude or a chick. So, barring any correction, let me know. You are now a pink-haired chick, and you're a swordsman, swordsperson. Let me know if that should change. All right. Blah, the espresso got cold. Gross. Blah. All right, so Bruce Garrick left. Big deal. We didn't need him. Uh, Now we have a swordsman in place. Good. I'm glad that Bruce Garrick left. So let's just visit the medic. We don't. Oh, shoot a dang monkey! I pressed the wrong button. All right, everybody got healing, including Alex Chapman, who probably took us. Oh, it only took 1 week. All right, that's not bad. And our doctor, yeah, we got a 24% discount on that because of Marketson. All right, refueling, yeah, we just always want to do that. Here's the cost of it. It only costs $700. A couple of things are damaged. Let's just take a look. It's going to take 5 days, 41% damage. Oh, our weapons locker took damage. When did that happen? We're definitely going to get that repaired. We have a 20% reduced repair time. Why is that? It's either because of something one of you did or our reputation with Thulin. Probably because of something you did. All right, let's check on morale. Let's see how you guys are grumbling. Oh my God, Crazy Croc. Right, remember his morale was so low? It's a miracle he didn't leave. What? Look at me. I'm really bummed. Also, Alex Chapman and Marketson, you guys need some spice. So, $248. What is the time? At this spice hall, it's an 8 rating. Each crew will gain between 4 and 9 morale. So yeah, the higher the rating, the more morale. Whenever you pay the time and credits. And this is going to be $248, 2 days. So everybody's going to get between 4 and 9 morale. Boom. Do we want to do it again? Now what's the issue? This spice hall, 4 and 9. Oh, I know. Also, the rating of the spice hall is the maximum that morale can be repaired to. without like a super awesome spice haul. And I think even then there might be a limit. You can't get it up to 100%. So there are only 5 of us left who have not reached the maximum morale restoration of this spice haul. So we're going to take another couple days to carouse and feast on spice. One of the things too is some of you have skills. Look, we only need spice. Crazy Croc needs both spice and entertainment. And I'm making little quotes with my fingers there. So 2 more days of carousing. You know what? This is me. You guys can all wait on the captain. 2 more days of carousing. There. Everybody's at the fullest morale they can get to with a spice district, which is level 8 spice. What else have we got? Okay, you guys ready for your wages? Actually, let me check something. Here's our crew. Let's sort by morale. Oops. Tom MC has the lowest morale. Tom MC, what are you all bummed out about? 87. So, Gary. So Tom MC, by the way, has Wanderlust. Insatiable drive to travel can be sated only by new experiences. So whenever we go around a new world, and there's plenty of opportunity for that in this system, Tom MC gets extra morale. He's also fearless. He never suffers a morale break in crew combat, which is great, but we're not going to be bringing him on battles, I'm afraid. I guess theoretically we could give him a gun. I mean, he's got a gun, but theoretically we could press him into service. I'm not sure we need to, though. He's also a gossip. He's gregarious and quick to make friends. It's not a bad thing. He gains a charisma percentage chance to learn a rumor when we're spicing. So when we have him in the spice hall, we get a 21% chance to gain a rumor. And rumors are things that give you like contacts, and contacts give you missions and that sort of thing. All right, so I just want to see, because I'm pretty sure this is how this works. 87 out of 135 morale. When your wages get paid, I think your morale goes up. And by the way, you guys get varying amounts of wages based on some of your stats. Yeah, look how expensive Marketson. I mean, obviously he's a highly trained doctor. Doctors cost a lot of money. This is the least expensive. Oh, it's not. No, you can't sort this. All right. We do see. Yeah, Josh Marshall. Crew dogs. They don't get much pay. Gunners don't get much pay. What's up with that? Job ranks will go up. I think that's what that's saying. All right, so let's just see. The crew and officers gain new levels upon being paid. Getting paid does increase morale, right? Any crew or officer who is owed wages but is not paid, I can pay you guys. Look, I've got 130,000 credits. Wait a minute, what's this still up here for? I don't know why you didn't get paid, Izul, but let's make sure you get your money. Okay, yeah, entertainment equals strippers, Mike Oberly. Yeah, there you go. That's relatively minor. All right, so we've fully restored our ship and our morale. Everything's looking good. That's the reason we stopped here, because now we're going to fly around in this system, which is called Sween Belt, and we're going to explore some of these unexplored areas, because that's what we do. We're explorers. But first, because these are on a time limit. Oh, yeah. See, okay, why would I possibly forget that the hotkey for missions is X? Excuse me, you have to execute them. Oh, good lord. we've got a year and a half for this one and 2 years for this one. So I was going to say, because these are on a time limit, let's go ahead and make sure to do these missions. But actually, we are going to go ahead and do these first, just because sometimes, we might get stranded. Who knows? So we're going to do these missions first, then any damage or whatever we incur, we'll fly back to this world to fix it, and then let's bop around all these unexplored places. This is a great system for us, basically. I also just want to check. What if I were to upgrade the whole ship? How do you... Because I actually don't think I've ever bought a ship in this game. Why can't I buy a ship? Requires a military rank. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, right. That's why you want to, like, join a faction. Not necessarily join a faction, but grind up your reputation with a faction. So the only ships we can get are the... House Zenrin, Zilin. All right, Zenrin. Yeah, okay. So whatever ships they have, and we could only check that by going to one of their level 10 starports. That'll be what we can upgrade to. Although I don't know that I need to upgrade a ship. This is good for an explorer. All right, so there we go. We've done great things. If we were playing a military career, by the way, we could patrol this planet. If we were opposed to this planet, we could blockade it. And if we were opposed to it, we could also spy on it. But these are like mini games you could play, but we're not going to do that. So everything's looking good. What is this? We have enough fuel for a hyperwarp jump. Oh yeah, yeah, job ranks. What is it? Why is only one of them? Oh, I know. Because crew members only get one class. When they level up, they advance automatically. And at certain thresholds of your level, you can then add a new trait. Traits are like the equivalent of skills, right? So when a crew member levels up, their level just they just automatically level up, and whatever the next level in their class, leveling up gives them bonuses to their stats. That's just automatically applied. When an officer levels up, because you have three officers can theoretically have three classes, you can put all this on auto, but I'm not going to do that. We can manually. So who leveled up? Oops. Well, I lied. Oh, maybe it means I get it to give. Yeah, talents. Okay, right. So when Izul leveled up, these stats went up. Well, oh, I know what it is. Okay, so you when you go up a level, like the very first talent for Izul, if I'm not mistaken, she won't have any. Yeah, so here we go. We basically have to give her her first talent because she came as a level 2 character. Now, one of the things too that you unlock, and this is what we have with Yegan Visa, our contact, who's an explorer, is we can hire leveled up exoscouts from him back in our home system, which is a few jumps back, I think. So, all right, and again, I love this. So we already have someone who has this skill. Nobody on this crew has bravery line. When making an initiative roll, buff yourself with +3 initiative, +15 critical hit, and a +15% parry. This looks good. Oh, because is this automatic? Bravery line when making. Yeah, this is automatic. Oh, that's awesome. Especially now that I've figured out how initiative works, which I don't know was the case earlier. Uh, In crew combat, buff yourself with a bonus to melee accuracy. Yeah, okay, this is a skill you use. This is also a skill you use. What is rash courage? A crew knows to. Okay, yeah. Nobody has this specific talent because Alex Chapman is the only one that would have these. Sharp counter in crew combat, blade attack. Successful attack buffs yourself with a parry and armor. Slash and retreat in crew combat. I like this automatic bonus to initiative because initiative, it's a little hard to intuit based on what initiative is called, but initiative in this game is action points. It is also when you go, but it's also the number of actions you can take. And I like this, so we're going to actually train in bravery line. All right, Izul. So, all right, so that was what was going on there. Everybody else who leveled up, they did it because they got paid. All right, let's go explore. Oh, no, let's go do our missions and then explore. All right, so we've got this mission down here. We are going to fly to Godus Haven. Now, what we are doing there, let me just make, Yegan Visa controls an inactive agent who's been secretly living on the untamed surface of Thesis Hold. It's time to reactivate the Rogue Coup, that's not a name, that's a title, and plant her on an enemy clan Alta Mesa world. Must travel. Oh, you know, I don't even think this is. I'm a little confused. What else is new? By completing the mission. Hold on. Bear with me while I figure out what's going on. So I think I'm supposed to fly here and plant Alta Mesa orbiting station. And the only reason I'm doing this is oh, wait, that's not even. That's Alta Mesa, but why is it saying? So I guess, yeah, that's what happened. I guess I'm not. So this was a multi-stage. Oh my God, this was the okay. This was a multi-stage mission. Look how much it pays, which is a lot. We already did the first thing. That's why I'm confused. Is we went and picked up a rogue coup. I guess a coup is a thing. That is, by the way, why our passenger cabin. See, we can have 1 out of 1 passengers, and that is a thing that we equipped. Where is the passenger cabin? We have a cabin that can carry passengers. There we go. It's a mission item. And it's full because if I look at the hold here, we can see Rogue Coup carried for Clan Zenrin against Clan. So this isn't a name, it's a thing. And I don't know what a coup is, or a ka, whatever. But we did the first part of that mission. The reason we're going to get so much money by just carrying this person over to this orbital station is because it was a multi-part mission. So we're going to fly over here. It's probably going to involve like stealth. Coup's long wait has come. We must travel, and I don't know what this is about Durega. And help the rogues sneak out of the star. Is Durega where we're going? Oh, it is. Okay, that's the world. Godus Haven is the orbital station around the world. And we can also explore the Gactli Skull Plains while we're there. Okay, so we are flying out here to Durega. We're going to dock with Godus Haven, get rid of this passenger, and we'll see how that goes. All right, a merchant, no big deal. It's House Thulin. They're friendly. We're just going to hail them. We could demand tribute, get $375, but we're already rocking $130,000. So we say hello. These are the things that happen. We got 25 XP. All right. Void engine containment has failed. An electronics check failed. So you ETEX, and remember, by the way, our electronics is, I mean, it's good. We're at where we should be, but we're not doing super well at electronics. So that's why that failed, is the folks who give us this electronics value, you guys aren't good enough at your job. So we burned some fuel, we took a little damage, and some of you got bummed out because we failed to contain the fallout from the Void engine. These things are dangerous. Now guess what? There was almost going to be an explosion, but we succeeded at a repair check. 2 saving talents in reserve for this skill at the time of the test. And we got some experience. Oh, I see. So we successfully made a repair roll. So good on those of you guys that give us repair skill. If we had failed, 2 of you have talents that turn a failure into an automatic success. And those are on a cooldown. There's so much Tom-splaining here, right? These, here they are right here. We have 2 repair skill saves that are both in effect. And can we look at talent manifest, crew by traits? Wait, nah. Oh, right, these are little details and then just false to. All right. Well, I guess I could theoretically go through here, but 2 of you have. Is this how they all work? Yeah, man, I love this. All right, so we have too few of these. I've been getting options to reroll things if we're going to be exploring. So exploring is still dangerous for us. But at any rate, if we had failed that explosion test, 2 of you would have saved our bacon anyway. And I think it would have given one of you credit by name. Sealed compartment link. Yep, we made our ship ops. If it had failed, someone has a talent that would have turned it into a success. And here we are at Durega. Brie Larson, I don't think it is worth it. Why is she so down on being here? Oh, it's a huge radiation world with very thin atmosphere. It is very dangerous. It's only of medium richness, and we could do a lot of exploring there. But we've got other fish to fry right now. We're going to dock with the Godus Haven orbital station. Clan Alta Mason is not happy with us. And you know why? Because House Zenrin... Oh, no. Who are they in a spy war with? Oh, you know, I think that princess gave us. All right. Nope, that's default. Right, okay. Am I looking at this right? Ah. Why am I thinking that Clan Alta Mesa is somehow relevant to us? I don't think they are. Why do they not like us? Bad blood has been spilt. Okay. I mean, we get all their servers. They were at negative 29 reputation. I mean, we must have previously attacked one of their ships or something. Alright, so they're not crazy about us, but we can dock with them. Christy Gaines does not like being here. Crappy economy, low population, it's a decent starport, solid military, medium government, crappy spice. It's a spice tent. So look, we won't be doing any recreation here and a restrictive trade law. So why is it unavailable? So these little flags mean they don't like us enough to let us do these things. They don't like us enough to repair our ship. I guess it just means, why is there no fueling available? It's got to be a reputation thing, because surely every place, as far as I know, every place should have refueling. But I don't know why that X is there. All right, well, we can't do much here. Can't even mess with cargo, so they really don't like us. All right. Well, why did it then show? If we look at the Atlas, there's no A for Atlas. Because isn't this the symbol for refueling? Well, they won't repair. All right. I'm a little unclear on how to read that. Godus Haven. Repair denied. Purchase precious water fuel. Yeah, it seems like we should be able to do this here. I don't know why we can't. I mean, we've got room. All store reserves are unavailable in the aftermath of the orbital disaster. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I gotta check something. Where is that? There are like system-wide events. Where am I missing something? If I escape out here, does it show? Is it in the Atlas? What's this orbital disaster business? I'd really like to find out what this, just for narrative reasons, what this orbital disaster is. Someone made us an emoticon for Twitch. It was a scroll with a capital L on it to represent lore, like me just reading lore and being super boring. But it got rejected because apparently Twitch won't let you use single letters or something. It was super weird. Like I got a message saying, Twitch won't let you do something. And I was like, what are you even talking about? I barely even know how to use Twitch. And it was a message saying, sorry, your emoticon has been rejected. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not going to move any further until I find out what this orbital disaster is. I know there's a way. Oh, rumors. And obviously the hotkey for rumors is R. No. I mean, there are no local rumors. Maybe there's an orbital disaster and we just don't know about it yet? Alright, well, I guess we should do our mission, but I'm curious why. You know, wait, maybe it's that specific system. Hold on. Oh, here's my advice to you guys in the crew. There's nothing here that says orbital disaster, right? Man, I'm really curious because an orbital disaster sounds pretty provocative. Hazy Silhouette, you're telling us about the orbital disaster. Give it. Oh, maybe under news? No, because this is still just news about our Duel of Assassins. Yeah, nice try. Lore, backstory, lore. Yeah, no, Lord King of South Carolina. So I was thinking maybe the fact that two different characters were telling us about it, maybe I guess that's just officer chat. All right, well, let's do the mission. Still, orbital. And does that apply to other places? I guess we'll find out. Here's my guess, that there's a rumor that applies. Oh, what was that button I just pressed? Era and known rumors. I thought I pressed that before. R. I must have had that filtered out. All right. So this, why is this called a system? So Durega is, I thought this was a system, but apparently not. What is this, a district? Quadrant. Okay, that's a quadrant. Here's a system. The system has multiple sites. All right, so at this system, orbital disaster. A major orbital disaster has occurred in the orbit of Durega, leaving the station unstable and dangerous to occupy. That's why you guys were giving me this little advisory warning. That's why Christy Gaines is all like, I don't want to leave the ship. I might as well stay on. The faction and the occupants are in desperate need of aid. So we may engage in high-risk, high-reward salvage operations from orbit. Whoops. Which is this. Which we don't want to do, I don't think, because these are dangerous and we're not very well kitted out for them. By the way, when I back out like this and then go back here and then hit dock, normally when you're landing and docking it costs fuel. It's a weird interface thing. When you are landed, you can back up and check information all you want, and the key for zooming back in is also the same key for landing and docking, but it's not taking any time or using fuel, because you'll note day 3, if I dock again, it's still day 3, nothing has changed. And that, by the way, was giving me fits when I first started playing this game. I was like, wait a minute, I have to undock to go back and check information? So alright, this orbital disaster gives us the opportunity for salvage. Something in orbit blew up at Durega. Maybe another station, maybe a satellite, a lab. Oh, it says here, the damaged orbital station hanging in orbit provides a prime target. We may engage in salvage. Okay, right. So it's just telling us what it is, because sometimes they can be, I think, things like alien hulks. One of you also is suggesting a pay upgrade for everyone. Other than allowing Star Traders their right to land, all services at the starport of orbital zones are restricted. So if there was something planet side, that would work just fine. We won't be able to fuel, repair, upgrade, or access dry dock ships at orbitals in this system. Entering orbit within this system may cause significant damage. We would have gotten a warning about that, right? Yeah, so we didn't take damage. In the aftermath of the disaster, all trading is suspended. However, the same zone's black markets are booming and all goods are being bought and sold at advantageous prices. Because I think black market is something that you do down here, like another one of the mini games with cards. I know I've played a smuggler before, but I don't quite recall how that works. Drawn by the demand for skilled repair work, that should be skilled repair work, engineers can be recruited in the hull in the aftermath of disasters. Okay. The fuel cost for landing is greatly increased. Oh, that's good to know for for checking out that wilderness. All right. I'm tempted to just duck into that, because I think we can do this. I think we can click on this and see what the cards are and then back out without committing. Am I right about that? I mean, it feels dangerous. Let's do our mission first, because we're going to get so much money from this mission. All right, so here we go. Wake the call. We have 2 years to do this. All right, Ku's. Yeah, so Ku seems like a name, because it's not the Ku. Ku's long wait has come to an end. We must travel to Durega, which we've done, and then help the rogues sneak out of the Star Traders district. So I guess the idea is we land, he or she leaves the passenger cabin, goes to the district, and now we have to help them sneak out of the Star Traders district. Threats loom in every shadow here as we must sneak them through this hostile zone. If successful, $57,000. We're going to basically come within spitting distance of $200,000. That's a fifth of $1,000,000, you guys. We're going to hit pay dirt. All right, so there's a couple ways we can do this. This is in support of the retired Xeno hunter, Konstantin Grivaz, who I think is a buddy of Gestalt explorer Jagen Visa. When you take a mission from one of your patrons or your contacts, this is a mission that's related to, I'm going to get Jagen Visa is the way I want to call it. Jagen Visa? I don't know. Just Mr. Visa. This is a mission related to Mr. Visa's relationship to the Gestalt explorer, to a retired Xeno hunter named Konstantin Grivas. All right, so we have a couple options. We can just decide, no, we're not going to do it. We can create a violent misdirection. We'll start a real and deadly fight at the security checkpoint of the local FDF, which of course stands for Federal Defense Forces? I don't know. If we're successful, the rogue coup will slip past security during the fight. And this is actually fight a battle, which is what these mean. Can I get a tooltip to that effect? Guess I'm just supposed to know that. Or we can rely on local agents. The Gestalt Explorer's local agents will be able to arrange a way to get the rogue coup out of the controlled district. It'll take time and money, and it'll basically we're forfeiting $2,000 and we're going to take more money doing it. What is this telling us? Our reputation with the Zone's faction can play a major role in how they respond to our presence. We're known as a wanted criminal with a reputation. Okay, our mission against the faction. All right. All right, there's y'all's morale. No rumors will impact it, but there is an orbital disaster, it's reminding us. Alright, so of course we don't want to fight a battle. We're just going to pay a couple $1,000s. Uncomfortable hours are spent stewing on the ship. But eventually the local agent appears out of the steam and clang of the starport. Cramped on the ship and without a spice district for entertainment, you guys lost 10 morale, 6 of you. Our passenger left permanently. We've been paid $54,000. Our actions have strengthened a bond between our sponsor, Jagen Visa, and his buddy, the retired Xeno hunter Grivas. They gained +3 influence, this Grivas fella, and he now commands 36 influence with his faction, which I think is it Alta Mesa? I don't know. We've completed our mission. We got +3 reputation with Clan Zenrin, that's our clan, and +3 reputation with our sponsor. Sponsor, sounds like we're in AA. With our patron, and he's gained +1 influence with Clan Zenrin, and he's now at a total of 72 influence. He's a bigwig in Clan Zenrin. We lost reputation with Clan Mesa. It was at -29, now it'll be at -35. They really don't like us, and we just took 2 weeks. So there we go, we're rich. What do we do with all this money? Well, here, nothing because of the orbital disaster. Now, before we land, I kind of want to land for it. Let's just check. Before we land, I want to see what happens if I click on salvage. Like, can I just take a look at this orbital platform and see how risky it is? McMaster's popping in to just say, hey, let's play video games. All right. Man, look at this. Salvaging is risky business. You never know the full story. Many other interested parties are also in the hunt. So it's a danger of 8. What does this represent? Very thin. Does it represent danger and risk? I don't know what that means. So basically, the riskiness of the cards, as you can see up here, is tilted towards the low end. Which seems weird if the danger is 8. The reward for the cards tilted towards common. And these are the factors that determine what the reward is, including my wisdom. 29 is pretty good, y'all. I'll have you know I'm pretty wise. Our total electronics, repair, and pilot skills also factor in. So I guess this is the orbitals, starport, and economy? I think that is the case. Not the place that we're going. Oh, what is this? Oh, right. So we could re-roll. Is this how you normal? Yeah, we could re-roll one of these cards. It's not a toggle at all. All right. All right, and here are the possible outcomes. Ancient gear. I really want this because we all, I think, only, is it only officers? We have slots to equip like artifacts or cool items, and guess how many I've got in this game? Zero. Someone exposure to the Xeno forever alters a member of the ship crew. So one of you guys could take on some negative trait. We get money, uh, and we have salvage bay component. I think we have a thing on our ship that either makes this more like. Actually, I know there's an because I've looked into this before. There's an equal chance of any one of these being drawn, but I think this has to do with the chances for this happening. Oh, I think it means the reward. We have some salvage bay component. It might be a character, maybe an item. I think the item is actually an extravehicular activity suit that I've equipped the ship with, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. It increases the reward for this. We could recover gear, another crew gear. Yeah, we're totally going to do this, by the way. Or pirate horde. High level. All right, I do not want to get into a battle with quote high level pirates. I mean, you guys are great, but at least one of at least one. Let's see how our combat crew is doing. Oh, Alex Chapman is healed up, so that's good. Uh, and I'd be a little reluctant to send Izuel. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it'd be a good way to get experience. But at any rate, the point is, you guys here who do battle, I hate to tell you this, but you guys are backup. You're not a first resort for us. You're there for when things don't go well. So we're going to use this ability here, Recovery Plan. I feel like I'm sorry to do this, but I'm just curious. Which one of us has Recovery Plan? I'm guessing it's an Exo Scout. Where do we get that from? Which one of you is going to let us re-roll those pirates? Because we're definitely going to re-roll them. There we go. Josh Marshall, who is our crew dog. Remember when I said crew dogs, yeah, they're jack of all trades, have nothing. Fortunately, Josh Marshall, who his job is just look, ship ops, gunnery, repair. He does a little bit of everything. If he were an officer, by the way, he'd have a solid command skill. This little bracket here is only applies if we promote him from the crew. So Josh Marshall, who has this recovery plan that's going to help us avoid these pirates, he would be a good commander one day, but right now he's just a crew member. Josh Marshall, I have more hair in real life. We'll just put it. You now have a beret also. So Josh Marshall has a recovery plan to help us avoid these pirates. Can I just tell you guys something? Hold on, I gotta take a drink because I gotta explain something. All right, sorry, I had to get some coffee out of my system. You're like, I'm guessing a bunch of you are like, Tom, you live streamed this before. You know how to play this game. We know you know how to play this game. Why didn't you just go through events and make stuff happen? Why are you taking forever just looking at information and saying things that are there on the screen? I kind of did this before, but I stumbled across something that I found fascinating. You may not feel the same way. You may think, oh, this is so tedious. And if that's the case, sorry, but this is going to happen periodically, specifically with this game. So there's a board game called Apocrypha, and it's a company. It's not a very well known game. It's a bit of a gem. I can see a lot of people not liking it, but it's a card-based RPG where a character is comprised of a deck of cards, and you flip the cards up, and they deal with encounters, and you're fighting monsters, and it's got a kind of an X-Files supernatural horror occult theme, and I really like it. And I was looking at live streams of people, not live streams, videos of people live streaming it or just streaming it. They're playing it. They've got the camera going. It's just video of people playing board games, like a session, a let's play. And I found one guy who, like I said, I found this utterly fascinating, and I could see why some people wouldn't want to do this. Uh, what he was doing is he was playing Apocrypha, and you have multiple characters. You can play it solitaire, or you can play it with a group where everybody's got multiple characters. He was playing it as if he was game mastering a game. He would flip up the cards and then do the die rolls and come up with the outcome of a given event. Like a character might encounter a monster, and then from that encounter, he might fail and take damage. So the guy would just go through the cards and then do the die rolls, and then he would lean back and he would recount what happened in game master language. He would be like, okay, and the thing is, he was trying to be like creative about it, and I just found it hugely entertaining. And I'm not anywhere near doing what he was doing, but he would lean back and he would say, okay, so Frank Black, the former police officer, he charges into the room of the church. You know, he's in the main hall of the church, and he encounters a gutter snipe. And a gutter snipe is these little birds you fight. So he charges in, and gutter snipes come streaming out of the belfry, and because he maybe played a card that said shotgun. So he takes his shotgun to him, and after firing a couple times, the gutter snipes retreat, and now everything's quiet, and we explore the church. So he was taking these game mechanics that are very simple and using whatever theming there was to tell it like it was a story. So I kind of decided I wanted to play this that way. I'm not telling it like it's a story, but I'm wanting to look up these little things like we duck into this orbital disaster, a station has been destroyed, it's making landing more expensive. We duck in to see, let's just look, let's take a look at it, let's basically scan it with our sensors. Whoa, the sensors are reporting, and now I'm doing what this guy did. And I don't have the creativity to do this, but I'm explaining why I'm playing this way. Hold on, I have to take a sip of water. So the quarter to three pulls up to this destroyed orbital station, and we scan it. And we can see from the scanners, sorry, I coughed right into the mic, that was rude. We can see from the scanners there's some kind of rare gear on board. We also see that there's a stash of money still in the computer's data banks. Like there's some assets still left there. However, we're getting some weird xeno residue. So there's something there on board. Aliens have somehow been responsible for this orbital disaster. And when we encounter the aliens, it's had a weird effect on the crew members in the past. So Frank Black, also from the Pixies, and it is a character one of the characters in Apocrypha is named Frank Black. So we're scanning it, but also we're scanning. We see on our scan, it looks like there's a pirate crew, and they're pretty high level. There's an experienced pirate crew. We can tell from the configuration that they've set their guards around whatever this loot that they're guarding. We can tell they know what they're doing. But then Josh Marshall, who's a crew dog, he's looking over our like E-Tech shoulders, and he's like, "Wait a minute! I know those defenses that they've set up. I know a way to short circuit them. They're using automated turrets, and I used to work at the factory that built those turrets. If we key in this code, it will deactivate those turrets, and we can walk right past them." And this is his skill, Recovery Plan. Not quite thematic. So me pressing this button is Josh Marshall realizing something from his past to get us around these pirates. So that's the way that the guy was doing, and I wish I could remember his name because I want to credit him. That's the way he was doing this Apocrypha live stream. He would make everything happen first, and then he would like go back and look over the cards he was using, and then describe something like I just described. So here we go. We're going to get rid of this card, which is, I think, going to make this roll instantly, right? Oh, no, we choose which card we want to go away. All right. All right, so he made it go away, but nevertheless, we ran into there was such great gear. I wanted to get a cool gear item, an artifact. Orbital operations can be incredible. Our orbital operation, it took 3 days and it used up some fuel. Now, is it going to tell us about this? I kind of want to see what negative crew traits somebody got. Maybe that didn't happen, because it seems like it would tell us this here. All right, I'm going to hit repeat just to see what would happen if we did, and we don't have to do it. You can always just deal the cards. Yeah, look at all these negatives. Oh, I do like that. Advances orbital rumor. Oh, I think it just means it closes this down. That would be a bad thing. We can damage stuff. We can damage stuff. Pirate ambush. A pirate ship could jump us. We don't want that. Or someone could get a new trait. Yeah, okay, we're not going to do that. Our whole thing is not salvaging orbitals. That's one of the careers you can sort of set up. Our thing is exploring, which is what we're going to do now. So let's land. Remember this orbital disaster. Was this here the whole time? I don't recall seeing that. Remember, the orbital disaster makes the fuel cost is greatly increased. So for whatever reason, maybe it was like a navigational thing for landing. And it's just a wilderness. It's a very dangerous wilderness. Here we go. Let's land. All right, efficient. So shoreline, Michelle Yeoh, thank you very much. I loved her, and it's just it's so terrible what happened to her. I loved her as the ship's like oxygen supply technician who maintained this really cool oxygen garden in the movie Sunshine. So we normally I think would have paid more fuel, but because she has sure landfall, a talent. Uh, is that on a cooldown? It's got to be on a cooldown. Anyway, one of you guys didn't help. That was Michelle Yeoh. She helped us land, even though the orbital disaster made landings more expensive. And oh, look at this. I did this because I have the talent makeshift repairs. One of you guys has it. I think one of our engineers has it when we dock someplace. Or when we get repairs. One of you guys gives us free repairs, something like that. But at any rate, when we land for exploring, I can repair stuff. So there. I'm MVP. All right, so here we go. This is a picture of the Goctli Skull Plains. Let's explore them. Stash is just you can keep stuff here. There's what's in our hold. We have no cargo stashed. All right. More pirate. Ugh. These are terrible. This I'm okay with. Acid rain. Corrosive water pours down from the sky, eating at the metal of the ship. A couple of components getting damaged. We can deal with that. Defensive ship components reduce the damage. All right. I definitely don't want to fight Xenospore. A living Xenospore provides rich harvest of artifacts, but at great risk. So artifacts are super lucrative things. I think, I forgot where, but I know I have some place that buys them. Pirate combat, rather not do. Again, if it fails. Here we go. Intel records. You can sell those, and it increases your reputation with whoever you sell them with. Raw resources, whatever. It's probably just going to be some, I don't know, hydrogen or some dang thing. Now, we can do some replacements. Keen Senses, Vigilant Search, and Legacy Seeker. I will not subject you guys to me looking up who has these. But if I was really playing the way that guy was live streaming Apocrypha, I would want to know which character gave us which one of these things, and I would create some fictional story for why Legacy Seeker lets us avoid the pirates. Yeah, so Greg Ambrose, we're going to re-roll both the Xenospore and the pirates. The acid rain I can deal with. And none of these is that great. But I think partly why we're doing this, by the way, is we get experience. All right, so Keen Senses to get rid of that one. Oh, shoot, we can only get rid of one. All right, you know what? I'm okay with that. But I forgot about that rule. Oh, man. I guess that encourages you to just use these multiple times. All right. All right, we found a deserted base. You know why I'm not having to play the way that that guy played Apocrypha? Because the text is doing it for me. A deserted base on the world's surface has turned out to be a goldmine of valuable information about the coming and goings of operatives working for Clan Alta Mesa. And I think the reason for that is because the orbital station at this, remember they're called systems even though they're planets, the orbital station at this planet is an Alta Mesa station. So we got 6 records detailing Clan Alta Mesa movements and secrets in this part of the quadrant. Remember, the quadrant is what looks like a system. It's a whole bunch of different planets. Hazy Silhouette's persistent search talent increased our rewards by 15%. So we got extra records. We got some XP while exploring, and it took us 6 days. And remember, so again, we get from this the intel records, but also we're leveling our characters up. And when we level them up, we get better at doing things, and we unlock unique talents for each of the characters as they hit certain level thresholds. So let's repeat, because we can. This is what this character build does. All right, so we still have 1 Keen Senses left out of 2 of them: a Vigilant Search and a Legacy Seeker. The pirate combat. Okay, so just refined resources. A surface scan hits an underground cache location once owned by pirates or smugglers. This one was once owned by smugglers or indies. Artifacts. So Terox artifacts, I think, are the same. I think all alien artifacts are Terox artifacts. I might be mistaken about that. Here's damage to up to 5 crew. That's no big deal. 10 to 20 damage, because basically folks have 100 or more hit points. Alright, so let's just avoid the pirate combat. Actually, I'm not even avoiding it, I'm re-rolling it. So we got a bunch of, hidden electronics components. Oh, because they were refined resources, not raw resources. Yeah, because raw resources suck. These are the things that the smugglers and pirates dropped. The smugglers and indies were the other card. They failed to cover their tracks well enough. So we've got 14 units of electronic components. Fortunately, in addition to the frozen food we need to go deliver to the other stash, we've got a cargo hold that holds 50. We can hold exactly 14. So that's exactly the amount of electronic components we can carry. Exhilarated by the risk, Jason McMaster gained 5 morale. So McMaster was like super excited and like clapping his hands and skipping as we were looking for traces of this underground cache. He was just so enthusiastic, and he was like whistling and singing and getting on everyone's nerves, but his morale shot up 5 points. So that's that much less spice we have to buy for him at the Spice Hall. And that took 5 days. Now, I'm inclined, we definitely want to go ahead and load all this up. I'm inclined to go ahead and bail, because if we get more resources, we are not going to be able to carry it. So I think we're actually going to bail on this place and go deliver the 36 frozen food so that we have more room to carry resources that we might discover. And by the way, we're going to have a problem in this system. You guys know what that problem is? All right. This system has a bunch of okay, right. I was going to say we're going to have a problem selling stuff because there's only one base, but there's only one planet side. Wait, where did it go? Yeah, Morovia Gate is the only planet side place. There are plenty of orbital stations where we can sell loot that we find. Okay, here's what I meant to show you guys before. So this is the Atlas. It's a way to, one way you can look at a system is by escaping out and seeing, okay, oh, here's the icons, and you can zoom in and it'll tell you like what services are available. When there's 2 flags, it'll tell you, and this is actually a wilderness flag, it means nobody owns it. It'll tell you that there are multiple locations at that particular planet. I really wish they'd call these planets, because that's what they are. So this is one way to look around, and it's relatively efficient because you can always see, okay, I'm here, so these are the closest things. Like, it's a relatively efficient way to get a sense of what's going on. You know, you can get the lay of the land. All right, hold on, I have to cough again. But I think what the Tracy brothers really want you to do, not want you to do, but the more powerful tool that they've given you to figure out things. Like, we now have 14 electronics, right? We got them for free. We don't necessarily need to shop them around at the best price. Just wherever we can unload them most conveniently, that's money for us. So where can we unload those electronics? a bunch of space stations here. If we go to, and actually this is going to be a terrible demonstration of this, but if we go to the, wait, why is this saying multiple quadrants? I just want, hold on, escaping out of here. How far can I escape? Atlas. Don't say multiple quadrants. I just want it to be, so I'm filtering it by just local. This is a little confusing because we're at Sweenbelt. So that's not one jump. Are we not at Sweenbelt? Hold on. Yeah, we're at Sweenbelt. So if I go to the local atlas, oh, there it is. I don't know what was happening. All right, so we're at Sweenbelt. Here's the tool that they give you to look for things. And you'll see, for instance, where we are now. And it's, I think the default filter, the default sorting, well, it's not. Default sorting is range. This is where we are now. We could like get a list of all the things that are bought and sold here. But let's say that this was a system that is, oh, you know what, here's what we can do. Here's a better example. Where is this Ironforge Abyss? Okay, I think we've explored a bunch of places in Ironforge Abyss. Here's the system, the atlas for Ironforge Abyss. We can filter it by the places we haven't visited. There's a fair number of them. Yeah. That can't be right. Oh, I see. It's also showing places beyond Ironforge Abyss. So Ironforge Abyss, places I haven't visited. Okay, there's a lot of them. All right, let's just pretend. I don't know, where did we start? Because I would have visited. All right, whatever the case. So let's now say that I want to know in Ironforge Abyss, which is one jump away, I want to sell some electronics. Check out what you can do. This down here, you can just type in words and they've like parsed it to be somewhat smart to know what you're looking for. Okay, here's a better example. Sells, actually it's the same thing. Oh, no, buys electronics, because we don't even care. Look, buys, actually, can I just put electronics? No, because it needs to know the actual name, because they're called electronic components. Okay, well, no system, actually, it makes me wonder, because I haven't explored a lot. What about? All right, so we know, for instance, so over here we know that this sells electronic components. Well, let's just verify. Sells electronic. Did I misspell it? Oh yeah. Okay, so it did work. So you could also like buys frozen food. And there are other ways you could do this. Like I think this is something they recently added. Buys methane. Yeah. So in our now the reason this isn't going to help us much where we are locally is because I want this to just be Sweenbelt. How do I do that? Hit A for Atlas. It is local. I don't like that that says multiple quadrants. Do I have to go back to this map and from here select that atlas? Stop saying multiple quadrants. I mean, I guess this does the same thing, filtering it by no jumps away. Whatever they. So if we wanted to find out who buys electronic components here. Oh, well, we know that they buy them. The price, though, C+, isn't great. How can I find out the average? Like if I do this, yeah, the average price is 105. Yeah. Oh, we can't because, okay, we don't have trade. So this, wait, that means, So we don't have a permit to sell electronic components. Why is it showing me the wilderness flag? Well, at any rate, until we get in good with the clan that owns that planet, they won't buy our electronic components. But at any rate, let's go now deliver our frozen foods at, and we can just do this, and this is I could just click navigate. We dodged interstellar meteoroids. That was good. Our pilots did that, got 1 XP. We had successful battle readiness drills. We avoided an airlock accident twice in a row. And we didn't even have to use up our talents. And again, part of it is just because look at all these skills. Like, look at how good we are at stuff. And I think this, by the way, is pretty much the way you want to play the game. Is you want to get where you're not failing all these checks and getting dinged, nickel and dimed with all of these like damage and repair and morale hits, so that you're at full morale, full damage, or full health for your crew members, full hit points for your components when you get into battles. Ice was cleared from the engine field vent. Nicely done, electronics crew. Artifact find. All right. So can there only be one? No, so you can have multiples, right? So there's an orbital disaster at Durega specifically. So this whole quadrant, this whole system, full of wilderness, artifacts were just found here. As treasure hunters, adventurers, and smugglers flood into the quadrant, we're more likely to encounter smugglers, merchants, spies, and explorers. Like us. Heightened illegal activity brings out the military, and there's an increased chance of encountering military officers, which is not good for us because we are at like negative 35 reputation with the main clan in this quadrant. Grasping at riches, smugglers are more likely to be traveling with valuable cargo. So if we were like raiding smugglers or attacking them. Contacts relying on this quadrant's economic operations may gain influence. Many smugglers running illegal goods rely on stashes to temporarily hide cargo. The chance of discovering large finds of refined resources, smuggler stashes, or remote stashes is increased while exploring. We're in the right place. With the eagerness for illegal trading, there's an increased chance to gain influence for a contact when trading in the black markets, which we don't do. That's not how we roll. All right, we are going to deliver some frozen foods, though. Basically a bunch of TV dinners. Independents are a hardy bunch, living somewhere like this, our doctor notes. I think it's always an officer who speaks up. Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah, okay, local reputation. And the danger level, which you can see here, 8 out of 10. Not very rich. It's pretty barren. The Bossani Islands, there's not much left there. And we can't do much exploring there anyway, so that's fine. All right, we're going to land. We're going to prep this base. No, this is lovely. Josh Marshall. Oh, no, a crew dog speaks up. Yeah, all right. So sometimes you get some input from crew dogs. Now, we still have a year and a half to do this. We must prepare the 36 units of frozen food, which are supplied by... Okay, it tells us where we could get them. So, we must procure the 36 units of frozen food. Check. Which are supplied by these places. Check. We must find them at a low price to best profit from this mission. Look, frozen foods are dirt cheap. We only needed 36 of them. We're getting $32,000. I say they're cheap. Yeah, $40 on average. Then we must travel the coordinates of the second base camp instead. Oh, so this was also a 2-stage mission. And stash the cargo in the Bossani Islands. Supporting retired Xeno hunter Konstantin Grivas. And remember, that's our main patron, Jaegar Visas. That's his buddy. By completing this, we'll take decisive action to support the retired Xeno hunter on behalf of Yegan Visa. We have enough frozen food to complete our promised delivery. Oh, wait, what? I don't... What's the difference between these two? By completing this mission... I think I have to pick one of these. I'm going to try to click on this and see what happens. Yeah, okay, all right, that was it. It's a color coding thing. So these are the two options I have for this action, basically. So we're stashing the food. Our actions have strengthened the bond between Yegan Visa and Konstantin Grevaz. We completed our mission. We got extra reputation with Clan Zenrin. That's us anyway. And Yegan Visa, we have extra reputation with him. We can spend on cool things that he does, like giving us leveled up exoscouts. And he's now up to 73 with Clan Zenrin. And it took us a week. So while we're here, while we've landed, how much did it cost to land? Left Empty used his Orderly Drop talent, where it only cost us 1 fuel to land. Now I'm curious how much it normally costs to land. We have 130 fuel left. All right, let's explore. I mean, it's a crappy place. We're probably not going to find much. It's been stripped, but look at all the money we've got, by the way. What are we supposed to do with this? I mean, I guess buy a better ship. Oh, buy better components. What is with these aliens? I don't like these. I do not want to fight them. They pretty much instantly kill us. So a fuel depot, big whoop. I mean, I guess that'd be good. Refined resources, we would like this. Oh, I want the specialist gear. I want this so much. Please give me this one. Or there could be a cyclone. A towering water spout lifts into the sky, threatening to suck in the expedition. Ouch! 15 of us will take 20 to 40 damage. And if you recall, there's only like, what, 30 of us. So half of us can take up to a third of our hit points in damage, basically. This one will hurt. And then a bunch of artifacts, Xeno Combat. We're definitely going to reroll this. And you'll note the Keen Senses that we used before, it's still on its cooldown. So thematically, Keen Senses to avoid this Xenospore. Oh, replace. Oh, God, come on. All right. Skill save. We rolled our skill, our attribute. So I think this is me personally, or Stern. Well, Stern Leader talent allows us to pass a command. Oh, there you go. So command is the skill, charisma is the attribute. We passed the check. I don't understand why Stern Leader talent was involved. I want to look at what that is. While exploring the horrors on the planet's surface, nearly killed a number of our crew, but desperate action and a quick retreat saved lives. Did we still take damage? This implies to me that nobody took any damage. Yeah, nobody took... Yeah, we totally avoided it. So, and we avoided it because I am a Stern Leader, right? Is that right? No, it wasn't me. All right, who gave us Stern Leader? Christy Gaines, a quartermaster, automatically passes a failed command test in... Oh! So what it looks like is that I failed the check. Half of my charisma and my command skill. So, and that's what it was telling me. Christy Gaines' Stern Leader check saved us from that cyclone. That's what I think just happened there. I kind of now want to see what this number was. And I did look this up before. This idea of strong and standard dice. It's something like strong dice are a D10, standard are a D6. Oh, no, look. I want to know the number now. And clearly, by the way, we get 20 strong dice to its 8 strong dice. But look, we only got 10 standard dice. It got 66 standard dice. That cyclone, it hit us hard. Fortunately, Christy Gaines saved us. All right, let's see what else is here. I really want some nice equipment. That cyclone is back. Scavenger combat. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to use one. I feel like any one of these is good. And raw resources are crappy. Well, this would be good, and we wouldn't even have to fight for them. Stupid cyclone. So let's see. Once again, so it looks like a cyclone. I wonder if this is like hard-coded. A cyclone is, I wonder if it's related to the risk too. 8 strong and 66 dice, 15 strong. So it looks like we failed medical staff talent. Dr. That's obviously Markinson. Alex Chapman, exhilarated by the risk. He gained 3 morale. Alex Chapman, these cyclones are not fun. Time lost, so just a delay. We get lost. Intel record. Learn a rumor. That could be nice because I think rumors are like contacts. Stolen riches. So before, remember it specified high level pirate? I wonder if these are just crappy pirates that we could easily take. Because most of our fighters are level like 9. I'm not going to use one of these. Oh, although you know what's going to happen? Is we're going to run out of options to explore. Because that's what, that's a stat on a given planet. But you know what? Well, let's save these for other places because we're on an exploring tear. Alright, are you guys ready for a battle? We discovered a seemingly deserted pirate base. Deserted or not, their treasure trove contained $6,000. As our expedition made to leave, returning pirates ambushed us. Combat. Alex Chapman and Joel House super excited because they are adventurous. They're like, oh goody, combat. And that only took us 4 days. Alright, here goes a fight. This is, I think, just the way I had it previously set up. So I'm kind of okay with this because I want to give our new sword lady Izul. I want to put her in battle. Okay, we have Mike Oberly back here as our sniper. I'm actually gonna put. I wonder if I want to put low level people. Oh, you can't sort by level. Oh, it's just like the crew screen. All right. Tenure. That's probably synonymous with level, pretty much. I'm not going down there, by the way. Actually, should I? No, I'm not going down. So, okay, so we have our sniper. We have Hazy Silhouette as our gunner. Izul and Richard Holt up front with swords. We do want to filter fighters. That is what we definitely want to do. So now you'll note I'm not on the list. I'm excused from fighting. Look, I have a doctor's note. I get water. If I get water in my ears, I get an ear infection, so I can't go in the fight. Mike Oberly, because I kind of want to use some leveling up. So Hazy Silhouette, level 9. Mike Oberly, we definitely want our sniper there. All right, here we go. You guys ready to see a fight? I have to. You know what? Stand by. I am gonna run to the kitchen real quick because I'm gonna keep doing this for a little while. This is gonna be a super long stream. I apologize, or you're welcome, depending on how you feel about this. I will be right back. Give me 2 minutes. This is a cliffhanger. This is the commercial break at the inopportune time. This is what TV used to be like. So I will be right back. Oh, not that one. I will be right back. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. All right, here we go. Fight. It's like Mortal Kombat. Wait, why is this bar? Oh, yeah, Mike. We're gonna take you off the bench. Oh, actually, it might not even have a better alternative. This low, like morale, can be super important, especially in battles that go on for a while. Okay, we're actually gonna leave you there, Mike Oberly. You know what? Mike Oberly. Snipers are all good and well, but I'm gonna need you to sit this one out. Wait, because Vinwraith, he's in his. Oh, and Alex Chapman. Okay, Alex Chapman's raring to go. Let's see, Hazy Silhouette, how's your morale? Because I've definitely had games where battles where morale just collapses. It can happen in space too. All right, this is what we're going with. Sorry, Mike Overly. McMaster, you aren't here because. It's one of the very few places it happens. I can't call up the crew manifest. You also can't. Oh, yes, you can. No, you can't change equipment. Here. Oh, look at the detail. Oh, I love all this detail. Look, Mike Oberly, he reveres authority. He's intrepid, but you know what? He's a vandal. When we do a boarding action, he's constantly like, it's really awkward for everyone, but he's constantly like peeing on things to mark it up. He's like, yeah, take this, space pirates, take this, space smugglers, and they'll like walk over in the corner and just like pee on the floor, and we're like, dude. But you know what happens? He does it because it shorts out the electronics. He kind of knows what he's doing. But he's super righteous about it. He's like, what? What? I'm awesome enough to do that. So. Alright, let's have a battle like I promised. Mike Overly peeing on the ship's electronics. Oh my god, wait, whoa, things happened. Hold on. Wait a minute. Raining steel. Wait, what level are these jerks? Oh, level 3. Sad, sad, sad. What does spider mean? Oh, it's a class thing. She's a spy. Oh, right, because I recognize there's soldier, there's pistolier, 2 pistoliers. All right. And what is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, remember this because I looked it up and I remember thinking that'd be awesome to have. Bravery line is in effect. I love how much information this game gives you. What if I wanted to call up my crew manifest now? No. All right, fair enough. So it's kind of like it loads a separate module for combat. So, Izul, because of her talent at Bravery line, gets a bonus to initiative, which frankly sucks. 12 initiative. So she would have been at 9. All right. But an additional chance for a critical hit and an additional chance of parry. This is last 3 turns, and I don't even think we'll go 3 turns. So here's some things I've figured out. You guys might be like, no duh. Actually, what is this? Oh, I think that means he's an officer. Hazy Silhouette has that little laurel. It looks like a laurel with a ribbon with stars, sort of thing an officer has on his or her uniform, and that means Exo Scout. So we've got 2 swordsmen and swordswomen, swords folks, an Exo Scout and a soldier. Initiative is a number that is rolled, and the range for that number is based on the weapon that the person has equipped, and also I think stats. Whenever you use one of these buttons, it costs initiative. Now you can go into negative costs, but if you exceed negative 10, and I don't know why it just doesn't add 10 to every initiative. Would that work? Yeah. If you exceed negative 10, it then is a hit on the next initiative roll, the next round in the battle. So basically, the way to look at it is Izul has 22 points to spend. Actually, is it? However, if an action takes you to negative 10 or below. So Izul basically has 21 points to spend on actions. Now, how come it's not her turn? How come Richard Holt gets to go first? Because in addition to the number of actions you get, action points, it's the order in which you move. So what's going to happen is Richard Holt, who basically has 32 action points to use on these things down here, he gets to go first. Then we're going to have our Hockey Delazar, the Pistolier over here, who's got Raining Steel, which looks like the same thing as Bravery Line, but for ranged damage. Huh. We'll then go, and then let's see, the 16s will go. I don't know what the tiebreaker is. So here's two 16s. These numbers are basically, I guess it's mitigation and avoidance. Successful piercing hit reduces the target's armor soak value by more than half. The target's deflection is reduced by the piercing. All right, well, I clearly don't. Obviously, you want higher numbers. And these are related to the level of armor they have, which is related to the armory that you've put on your ship. And by the way, those items that we didn't find, super annoying, those probably affect these stats. Now, what's going on here? That Hazy Silhouette is wearing something that gives him less of a deflection rating. I wonder if that's a character stat. Oh, the low numbers are good. He's thick-skinned, plus 10% armor. Deflection prevents piercing hits, which prevents your armor soak value. Deflection is reduced by the attacker's piercing. The remainder is the percentage chance to avoid a piercing hit. So why is this lower if Hazy Silhouette is supposedly thick-skinned? Is it a facet of morale? No. I don't know. All right, Richard Holt, go ahead and swing your sword already. So Flash Fury costs the weapon's initiative to use, which is 8. This is basically just our basic attack. Wait, is it? Yeah. This right here. Oh, no, this is our basic attack, slash. This just means heal up, which doesn't really help much. Like if you're using this, you're in bad shape. So Flash Fury and Balanced Blade are Richard Holt's two options. This one costs 12 of his initiative. This one only costs 8. Bonus to critical removes all buffs from the target. So I think we're going to do that and knocks the target back one slot, which would be great if this is someone who was limited by whatever slot she was in. This one would... Oh, it does buff yourself. Actually, we're going to use this one first. All right. All right, so remember that was a 17. Here, these look fun. So Hazy Silhouette, an Exo Scout, has Bioagent Flechette, little shotgunny thing. It's going to use 10 initiative, so he could still do another action. Crippling Rifle Attack causes negative 25% to all damage. Biopoison damage. So this is obviously some cool talent that Hazy Silhouette learned by getting up to level 9. Oh, and an E-Shock Grenade. Crippling Grenade attack hits 2 targets with some decent damage and causes a stun hit to accuracy. So let's get the poison going first. Oh yeah, look at how many people it hits. Or does it only affect one of these? Yeah, it only affects one of these, so this is the range. This... Let's go ahead and actually use this one first. No, I want to back up. Oh, you know why I can't use this? Hazy Silhouette. Because you have to be in the first 2 ranks. Anybody who's played Darkest Dungeon knows what these dots mean. Shoot a monkey. Alright, so we'll use this. That's fine. I'll go ahead. She's almost dead. One more hit should take care of her. Covering fire. Alright, so Vinwraith can lay down some covering fire to pin the target and cause, and hopefully stun them and knock them back, which I think we might use here. Or Burst Fire. Hits 2 targets with a reduction in damage. So actually we're going to do this, hopefully finish her off and get started on... well, yeah. Azul, not in good shape, and you'll note no cool special abilities because only level 2. What is that? Bonus to initiative, parry, dodge, stealth mode. So basically hiding for those turns. Okay, so who is it? Richard Holt. If we do this, that'll be it for the turn. So we can do 2 of these or 1 of these. Go ahead and use that. Not looking good for Azul. Now remember, if somebody dies, they will make a saving throw based on their... I think it might be a separate value. There's a stat for it. Resilience, maybe? Something like that. Go ahead and whip out the bio agent. Oh, it costs 10 for that, or 10 to just fire the gun. Oh, but you can only do it from the back 2 ranks, and now... oh, but now you can do this. Alright, and what is it? Yeah, so it's an E-shot grenade that applies to both of these, because there's a little yellow line under there. So, I'm glad Azul got hurt. There's no way we can do 2 things. Yeah, because we're at 3, so that'd take us below -10. So let's just use this one. Flash Fury. Hopefully we'll... You know what? They're not going to do anything, though, but we can't reach him, her. Finish that guy off. And it's a new round. Why did you guys roll so few points? All right. You're both fired. They don't have many points either, so I'm okay with that. All right, hopefully this guy... So this 25% means... Let me see. I'm guessing that means on his turn there's a 25% chance he won't get a turn. And then what's his buff? Ranged accuracy. So actually, let's hit him with this. He's still alive, really? 1 hit point. Richard Holt, couldn't you roll 1 higher? Oh, he gets to go again. So this does extra damage, but it's going to cost 12 points. Let's see, 12, 20. No, so we can do 2 of these. Actually, 3 of these. So we're going to do that. So he obviously got... okay. 20 points. Look how expensive that is. So that'll put Vinwraith way below -10, which, if we go into a 3rd turn, which it looks like we will, would mean he would start with a penalty to initiative. So don't do burst fire. Is there any point doing covering? Oh, the reason to do covering fire is... No, you could do this one. That costs 10. That costs 10, and there's no reason to not do this one. So, look, at 0, and I'm okay, by the way, with going to -10, because I don't think there's going to be another round. Wait, character's not... Oh, yeah, that whole thing. Wait, that costs 16. Oh, because I'm using the wrong... I'm looking at the wrong person. Until 8. Because 0, they wouldn't get a turn. So this is the last one for the turn. So actually there will be 1 more turn, but it'll be minor. Oh, bad position for that. Bad position for that. I can only do the E-shot grenade or these. That will cost 16, which will put you below negative. So I'm actually just going to refocus. Get a little morale. Yeah, look at this low number. What's up, Hazy Silhouette? Is it a facet of the weapon you're carrying? Oh shoot, I should have checked the initiative and attacked him first, but that was a miss anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, so Azul got hurt. I presume she's still alive. Our crew fought bravely. They were victorious in battle. Of the enemy, none survived. Our squad still has 3 standing. With our enemy destroyed, we can depart after reviewing the results. The victorious members gain 93 XP. I think that's really good. How much do you need to level up? Oh, does that mean that Azul got no XP? Oh. Look at the damage. Look at this. Look at the combat log. 88% deflect minus 45% pierce equals a 43% chance to deflect. Physical damage, 37 times. Oh, I don't know what this means, but it's awesome. Azul, a level 2 swordsman, was defeated but survived. Gained a new trait, loyal. See? I lead you into battle, you fall down, I keep you alive, and you're like, okay, I'll stay on your side. I'll be loyal. Alright, let's just take a look how that turned out. Oh, even recovered a decent amount of hit points. Okay, I mean, not enough to use in battle, but... so let's see, XP wise, I know, yeah, here we go. So 90 out of 150. So it's going to cost 150 to level it. So yeah, 90 experience. But I don't think, yeah, I don't remember where the bar was, but I don't think she got, no, she definitely didn't get XP because it said 93 experience points and she's only at 90. So rats. So loyal means committed to the ship and captain and crew, has only a 20% chance to abandon the ship due to low morale. Unlike Bruce Garrick. Yeah, okay, so we can't do any more explorers here because this exploration value is so low. Oh, you know, this was time aboard the ship has changed, Azul. So this is a facet, I think, of time and not getting downed in battle. Oh, what's this award? Survived 10. Oh, an achievement for me overall in the game. Wait. Oh, no. Survived 10 crew battles across... I see. Survived 10 crew battles as an achievement. 225 XP spread across 25 crew members. So everybody got 25 XP. So there you go. That battle helped everyone. So there's nothing we can do here on this planet. It's dumb. We... Oh. Yeah, oh, no, that's in our cargo. Here's the stash, which is empty. All right, we are taking off. That's that planet. And you know what, you guys? I'm starving. I need to go eat some dinner. I could do this forever. So, and I will be, because there will be more live streams of this. I think I want to come back to this fairly regularly, just because I love what this game does. And you guys are a captive audience. What are you going to do? Make me play Guild Wars 2? I know you'd like to. Everyone have a great weekend. It's Friday, yeah. I will, of course, be seeing many of you at the theater when we all go see Rambo Last Blood, which I'm sure will be awesome. Come on back on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we'll play something. Might be more of this. Who knows? And then we'll do a drawing for Request Wednesday, and I'll see you guys then. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
Do you have family out of state?
Uh-huh.
Do you mind me asking where?
Chicago.
Chicago. I love Chicago. Okay, so I have a car out there. I want you to drive to Chicago, and I need you to stay there for about a year.